Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a different setup here, but no worries. It's the same show, okay? Hot start. Today we're going to, what is this? Women reveal the wildest things men have said during sex. What's the craziest thing that you've said during sex? I accidentally said, "Can I ride you?" A guy I was with made me orgasm the first time we slept together. Afterwards, he said, "See, you don't need a big penis to get the job done." Bang, bang, boom, baby. I love that the guy's like, "Look, I know that my penis is small. Okay, but I know how to do it, all right?" And you know what? Good for this guy for knowing where he stands, okay? Because if you have a small penis, but you have a lot of enthusiasm and knowledge, you can get the job done. And I think that women would rather you get the job done than just have a big, old, useless cock. He was about to insert himself when he said, "Oh, just a sec, I need to feed my Tamagotchi." This sounds like something Frank would do, yeah, for sure. Hold on, I gotta feed my Tamagotchi. It's shitting all over itself. Remember when Tamagotchis would do that? It's like, "Oh, you haven't fed in 2 days and it shit all over itself." I'm like, what is this? Yeah, it's a little crazy, man. But unfortunately, Tamagotchis do have to be fed. So, at least he'll make a good father. He's about to have sex and he's like, even digitally, I have a baby that I have to attend to. Imagine a physical one, okay? He's going to be very attentive. This is husband material here, okay? If he's going to take care of his Tamagotchi, he's going to take care of your offspring. So you'll be fine. Dated one of those guys who always trying to find cooler words to sound smart. Oh, I do a podcast with one of those. Like, instead of saying, "It's so gross out," he would say, "The weather is inclement." Oh my God. Inclement? What are you, a British butler? Stuff like that. Anyway, instead of saying, "I was wet down there," he would say, "Oh babe, it's so frothy down there. I hated it." That is so disgusting. Also, I'm thinking of froth. I think of like milk froth. Like it's like white and bubbly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been whipped a lot. You know what I mean? That's such a weird way of saying that. I'd be like, "Hey, can you not? Let's go back to basics when we're talking about sexual stuff." I had a one-night stand while I was in France. I don't speak French, so the guy was doing his best to speak English. After we finished, he kept saying, "I last long for you because I retard." Yeah, you set me up. You set me up. You set me up to say that. Doesn't that mean like delayed? How do you know? Because it's in airports. It says like I mean, I'm not going to double it up, but you know what I mean? Like it means, yeah. I was reading a teleprompter, basically. I mean, it's a TV screen, and I didn't know that was going to be the end of that. I just want to say that. But that doesn't even make a whole bunch of sense. Also, I just got back from France. A lot of people speak English there. That's nice, though. Even with a language barrier, you were able to close the deal. And that's ultimately, I mean, you had your French love connection. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. You guys are going to go to Montmartre and put a lock and sign your names. It's a beautiful love story. Maybe a cigarette. Maybe 10. Who knows? I got to go back. Mid-intercourse, a guy said, "I wish you were skinnier so I could see my penis hit your stomach." What you really wish is that you had a bigger dick, dude. That's a weird way of saying you wish you had a bigger dick. I wish you were bone thin so that I could possibly see my tiny penis hit your stomach, by the way. Does this guy know what's going on in there? Hit your stomach. You're not hitting anything, Pee-wee. All right? If you got a request, "Oh, if only you were like 80 pounds lighter, then maybe I could see something here." Listen, you don't need that, all right? I've got my whole 33 years of life without seeing my penis through a stomach or whatever the fuck. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Had a guy say, "Your vagina is smaller than other vaginas if I had sex with." Jesus, what is wrong with people, dude? "Oh, your vagina, it's so small." Like, what? Why are you saying that? Also, you're not having sex with other vaginas. They're women. They're attached to people. I've had sex with many vaginas. Yours is the smallest. Congratulations. This guy is maybe a serial killer. We don't know, but this is a very weird way to describe that. There's other ways of saying this. What happened to saying, like, "I enjoyed having sex with you"? What happened to that? Every time after sex, my ex would say, "So do you take Visa?" He thought it was so funny. He sucked in bed. Honestly, I think that is funny. Not every time, obviously, but like once a year or once a quarter. I'll give you 4 a year of being like, "Do you take MasterCard?" It's kind of funny. I like that. Slept with a guy in a frat in college that said, "Fuck me like a meat donkey," while slapping my ass. What? Wait, who was getting? The guy was asking you to fuck him like a meat donkey? Oh, is this like a gay? Oh, maybe it's an undercover, like a DL gay frat college experience. And he's like, "Yo, do me like a meat donkey." Which, by the way, what is a meat donkey? Do we even know? Let's get a Google on meat donkey. Nope, that says donkey meat, which is a lean, tender meat that's high in protein, which I figured. I've never eaten donkey, nor have I been fucked like a meat donkey, to be honest with you. But that's a... Greg just typed in meat donkey gay. Yeah, Greg, I think it's just this guy who's saying that. I don't think it's like an internet thing. But okay, there's some frat boys out there that want to be fucked like a meat donkey. Or maybe, yeah. No, that's what it was. Was with a guy who would always say, I really hope someone heard us after we finished. It got to the point where it was weird and he was being loud on purpose and told me to moan louder while we were doing it. A month into the relationship, I learned that his ex lived next door. Oh my God, dude. This is like that scene in Forgetting Sarah Marshall where she's just like, he's just looking up at her like, what the fuck? I really hope someone heard us. That's like something you say on like a broken down submarine or something. And like, you know what I mean? Like you're banging and you're like, oh, hope someone hears us. Like you're trying to get saved. You know what I mean? Not when you're having sex. All right, before we move forward with this video, we do have a sponsor, and that is Rocket Money. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that is going to put money back in your pocket, okay? They find and cancel unwanted subscriptions like that magazine you signed up for, and all this. It was a free trial, and then now you've been paying for it for the last 3 months, and you haven't even read a page of it. They also have a budgeting tool, so you can be more financially responsible every single month. They also have a feature that you can upload a picture of your bills, and if they can help lower your bills, then they'll do that. So it's all about putting that money back in your pocket, and you could try Rocket Money for free at rocketmoney.com/Joe. Okay? So go to rocketmoney.com/Joe right now. And also, they have a lot of premium features, so you can get the most out of the app and save the most money with those things. So rocketmoney.com/Joe. Go put the money back in your pocket, folks. We also have Skims, my favorite underwear I've ever put on my entire body, okay? Even though there's only one place for it to go, but I don't know why I said my entire body. But I've put on Skims underwear, and it is amazing, okay? I honestly love it because I had a different brand that I'm not going to say because conflict, but when I put those on, it feels like the waistband is like too tight. You know, it's like fighting the rest of my body. Gives me like stomach cramps or something like that. With Skims, there's a lot of elasticity, but the right amount. Okay, and the what's it called? The fabric, the material is nice and breathable. You can shop Skims at skims.com. Go to skims.com/Joe, or go to Skims. Shop for men. You can shop for women too. And right now, if you're looking for the perfect gift for your Valentine's Day, you can go to Skims and you can get for women, men, kids, even pets. So go to skims.com/Joe, or just go shop at Skims. And after you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. All right, let them know that I sent you. But go to skims.com and shop and make sure your body's feeling nice with the underwear, all right? Enjoy. I don't know why this was so funny to me, but after sex with a guy once, he said, I guess you can only fuck so many people before you realize you still hate yourself. Then he left my apartment and never called me again. God damn it. Damn, figuring out you're the rock bottom. You know, like, not the person before. He has sex with you, and then he's like, I'm never going to be happy. That's so fucked up, dude. Also, I guess you can only fuck so many people. How many was that, Chief? You know what I mean? That makes it sound like hundreds before you realize you still hate yourself. Can you imagine? Just had sex, and guess what? That didn't do what I thought it was going to do because I still want to hurl myself off a balcony. It's a rough one. There was a time when a dude said, you were my 10th. Double digits, then gave me a high five. Way to go, number 10. Come on down. That's double digits. Yes, it is. And there probably will not be an 11th. I will say that. I love how the way that sentence is written, that means you had to accept the high five. Like, you had to be like, oh, okay. Yes, I am number 10. After finishing, he said, the Dallas Cowboys are the greatest goddamn football team. As if I needed a reason to hate this team more. This is the kind of fans they have. Oh my God, the Dallas Cowboys are the greatest team ever. They aren't, by the way. They can't seem to put it together, those Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? During sex, I once had an ex accuse me of cheating on him because I felt looser. Who's been in here? Who's been in this hole? I can feel it. It feels different right now. What's going on? It feels looser. I know my dick didn't get smaller. It had to have been something. Someone bigger than me has been here. Yeah, dudes who are like, I'll just like mess your vagina up. It'll never be the same. It's like, it's going to be totally fine, dude. A child's head and shoulders are going to pass through this, and it's still going to be fine. So this little thing that you got going on, I'll let you believe it, but as soon as you leave, I want you to know that reality is going to set in. That dick's not doing anything. During foreplay, a guy put my boob in his mouth. Then he stopped and said, "Wow, your baby is going to be so lucky one day." Damn, I think I might have said this one time. Your baby is going to be so lucky one day. The luckiest baby to be able to suck on these tits and get nourishment. What a weird thing to say. I don't think I've ever... If I say think, I don't think I've ever said this, but I don't know. But I've definitely thought it, 100%. Like... Someone's going to be lucky with these one day. Good for you. We were lying down in bed and he ejaculated on his stomach. Then he took some of the splooge on his thumb and placed it on my forehead while saying, "Simba." Jail. It's a child's movie. You can't bring it into the bedroom, especially when there's splooge afoot. You know what I mean? Hit her with the Rafiki and like, you gave her the Ash Wednesday and you were like, okay. It's crazy. And gross. A guy asked if he could cut me just a little so he could lick the blood. Is this a bat? Can I cut you just a little bit? Can I cut your skin so there's blood involved? I left rather quickly is a good... They said they left rather quickly, which is probably the smart idea. Once you start getting blood involved, people sucking your blood, and that's diseases and shit. We can't do this. Can't do this. I'm sorry. The blood is too much for me. You're not cutting me up, all right? I think. I don't know. Had a guy say, "Your vagina is so warm, you could bake bread in there. Your vagina is so warm and your yeast is so plentiful. You could bake sourdough in here." Like, why, bro? Also, so warm? Like, I know vaginas are warm, but like so warm? She might be fevered. Like, she might have a fever. She might have like just a little 100.2 or something if it's so warm. I don't know if I've ever been in a fevered va, but I imagine they're hotter than normal. For sure. Well, there you have it, folks. People are saying some wild stuff during the act. You know what I mean? And I don't think I've said anything that's, super close to any of the things in here. But I'd love to hear in the comments about crazy shit that you guys have I'd love to hear about things that you've went through. So leave some comments about the craziest things that you've experienced that men have said to you during or after or before. I'm very curious. And if they're good enough, maybe we'll do a whole episode on the comments section in this one. But leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.